Hey, hi friends. Today I'm going to tell you about the top 5 languages that you must learn to stay ahead in the league. As you all know, success comes to those people who are ready to learn new technologies, ready to adapt in the new conditions, and keep challenging themselves. The big companies like Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, they all want their developers to be polyglot developers. When I say polyglot developer, it means they should learn and they should be knowing multiple languages so that they can pick the best thing out of that language that they have to offer. Example, if you are using, let's say, scripting language, so let me choose specific language that is good for scripting. Same way, if some app language is more robust for the backend, I will choose that language for the backend. I will not have a single monolithic application built in a single language. Those days are gone. People have moved to the microservice architecture using polyglot programming. Whichever tool fits for the purpose, go and start using that. Okay, without wasting the time, I will quickly move to the next slide where I will be telling you the top 5 languages. But before that, don't forget to subscribe my channel and it will help you as I keep on posting the latest videos on the latest technologies. So if you see top languages you must learn, and I'll be giving you the reason also why we should use it. So if you see, Python is at the top. Python is leading the list, I would say. Python is a programming language that lets you work quickly and integrate systems more effectively. It's open source. By the way, these all languages are open source. That is the beauty of it. Nowadays, developer community starts contributing a lot when the software or the language becomes open source. It's open source and is general purpose programming language. It can be used anywhere. You can use Python for the website. It has its own Django framework. You can use it for the APIs. Then you have Flask, Django there also to create the APIs. For machine learning, it has a framework including TensorFlow, PyTorch, scikit-learn. And for image processing, Python has OpenCV and PIL. All the big companies, Google, YouTube, Microsoft, Instagram, Pinterest companies, all uses Python. Then you have Java that is owned by Oracle. So I, I keep it at number two. Java is a general purpose programming language. It is purely class based, object oriented, and designed to have a few implementation dependencies as possible. So, what does it mean? It is intended to let application developers write once and run anywhere so that your compiled Java code can run on any platform that support Java without the need for recompilation. And for your information, the syntax of Java is very similar to C and C++. The third, I will I will rate the third language. I would say Go. You must be surprised why I have given Go top rating than PHP and JavaScript or AngularJS. The reason is all the new startup companies, even if you start searching the job also or apply in the biggest startups, you will see they have already started using the Go language. They have already started moving it because Go is offered from Google. It is also an open source uh, project to make programmers more productive. Go is expressive, concise, clean, and efficient. Its concurrency mechanism makes it easy to write programs that get the most out of multi-core and network machines. What does it mean? It is best for the distributed applications where you have parallel programming. So this is one of the best application language that you can use. Go compiles quickly to machine code, and yet it has the convenience of garbage collection. When I say garbage collection, the memory management and the power of runtime reflection. It is fast, statically typed, compiled language that feels like a dynamically typed interpreted language. That is the beauty of Go. And they keep on updating. You can see Feb 25, 2020, the latest release, stable release, was in the market. Then I will keep at number 4 PHP, all time favorite. PHP is a popular general purpose scripting language, server side scripting language, I would say, that is specially suited to web development. It's fast, flexible, and pragmatic. PHP powers everything from your blog to the most powerful websites in the world. Just for your information, Facebook was developed in PHP. It still uses PHP. And here comes at number 5 is JavaScript, or the advanced Angular JavaScript at number 5, because alongside with HTML and CSS, JavaScript is one of the core technologies of the World Wide Web. JavaScript enables interactive web pages and is an essential part of web applications. The vast majority of websites use it for client-side page behavior, and all major web browsers has a dedicated JavaScript engine to execute it. Like you might have heard Node.js, and Node.js is a JavaScript runtime built on Chrome using JavaScript engine. So you have AngularJS that is also built by Google. It has some more additional features and functionalities. So these are the 5 top languages you should know. But now again, it depends. You are operating in which domain. If you are having, let's say, data science, then yes, you need to go for Python or R. If you are having web-based applications, you will go for PHP or maybe Go or even Java also. So if you want very flashy UI, good, then you will go to AngularJS. So it depends upon in which domain you are operating and that language you will pick. But these are the top 5 languages that one should know. There are rest of the other important languages also. I don't want to keep them aside, but just for your information, just want to keep it. React, again, it is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. So we use React. R, you might have heard that R is always complementing the Python. It is again a free software environment for statistical computing and graphics. We use R. C Sharp, you might be thinking why I have not kept it in the league, because slowly, if you see now, C Sharp also is trying to enhance a lot, though it has a lot of functions and features, and now they are coming up with a .NET Core. It is completely open source. C Sharp is a general purpose multi-paradigm programming language encompassing strong typing, imperative, declarative, functional, generic, object-oriented, everything you can do with C Sharp as well. And to your surprise, Xamarin, within Xamarin for mobile development, you can use C Sharp language also. I have deliberately kept C++ because it's an evergreen language. Every language, I would say, has learned from C++. So it is never going to fade out. Whenever you need performance, people still use C++. All the algorithms, load balancer algorithms, we prefer to use C++. Image processing, lot of stuff, we still use C++, and it is never going to fade out. If you are a C++ developer, your career is always going to be evergreen. Now coming to these Scala and Kotlin, they are both based on JavaScript platform. Especially the Scala is based on JavaScript platform. It combines object-oriented and functional programming in one place, I would say. And it is compatible with JVM, and its JavaScript runtime let you build high-performance systems with easy access to huge ecosystem of libraries. Kotlin, again, it is from JetBrains, is also based on JavaScript platform. It is a cross-platform statistically typed general purpose programming language. With type interference, Kotlin is designed to interoperate fully with Java. So to differentiate between, if you see the JavaScript, Angular are more towards client-side programming languages, Scala, Kotlin, and your PHP, Java, Ruby, Python, Node.js, these are mainly the server-side web development languages that you should learn. So if you see the market, they are asking for multiple languages you should be knowing, and these languages are at the top. If you are using AI, ML, Python or R is at the top. If you want to go for the blockchain, it is C++ is mainly used for the blockchain. Then you have mobility. If you want to develop mobile applications, then you have for iOS development, you have Swift. For Xamarin, you can create, Xamarin is a platform from Microsoft where you can write the C# code to create the applications. Google has Android Studio, and now Google has come up with the Flutter. Flutter is the latest platform where you can create cross-platform hybrid mobile applications. So that's it. I hope you like my video. I would love to hear some comments from you, and If you need any answers, you post your question in the comment section and I will try to answer you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.